Welcome to yet another video. This time, not with one, but two cameras. That's right. I got one camera here and the other one here because I have the first camera set up like this, and I don't want to have to keep setting it up every time I want to show an up close shot of everything. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna be restringing my guitar today because I thought it would be fun to record it, because why not? And also, it is time because it's not very focused, but yeah, it's dirty. It is dirty. You can see like these strings, they don't even have color anymore. They're just brown or black. I don't know. I'm gonna be using these Ernie Ball regular slinky strings. Normally I use what are they called? The Dario, the orange pack. But the shop that I went to, they didn't have any of those left, so I had to go with these. And I've used these before. They're all right, you know. They're fine. They're pretty much the same. So what I have on these are the Darios. These are the new ones. Also, I need to mention this isn't a tutorial, okay? So if this is your first time restringing your guitar and for some reason you're looking at this video, I mean, it's not that hard, so you could probably follow this, but just a warning, it's not my fault if anything happens to your guitar. Like, this is very I mean, look at this. This isn't professional. I'm using a rusty thing to cut the strings and have my guitar on my bed. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna unwind all the strings. Well, that's a funny sound. I'm also gonna be cleaning the guitar with lemon oil, the Dario brand. That's what the microfiber cloth is for. So you just do one dab and then just spread it on the fretboard and makes it super clean. All right, so now I take these out. And there's the first string. Second. Third. I don't know why I keep doing this. It's completely unnecessary. I don't even know what number string this is, but it's the green one, G string. You put it out and lift it. Put the phone down. Pass it through. And the purple one is out, the B string. And finally, we got one string left. That would be the E string. There we go. That's all the strings. So, yeah, you can see there's dust all over this fretboard. I mean, pick guard. That's what it's called. And it even looks yellowed, but you know what? I actually kind of like that. That it's a little yellowed, but although I would like to try to polish it or something, but I don't know, it gives it history, I guess. Right now I'm gonna use the lemon oil, because if you look here, that residue, that dirtiness, is from your fingers. That's dead skin, and I don't want that because it looks disgusting. And yeah, I'm gonna apply that and we'll see what a before and after looks like. I'll do half of it and leave the other half as it is. So like I said, you just give it a little dab, not a lot. And then you just Oh, I'm gonna move it. Then you just apply it like this. Try to rub it off the dirtiness of it. And it smells good too. It smells like lemon. So, unless you hate the smell of lemon, then I don't know what to tell you, man. It smells really good. It's not a strong smell, but it's good. I'm not sure if I can, you know, put it on here, but I guess I did. Oh well, it's fine. I'm sure nothing's gonna happen. Oh yeah, you can see the dirtiness already come out. And I think it's easier to see in person than it is on camera, the difference, because it makes the fretboard look darker on the newer cleaned frets. All right, I'm gonna apply a little more, not a whole lot. Just a little more, like that. Because it is drying up. Okay, so I'm gonna do all the way up to the 7th fret. And then I'm gonna do a little bit of a comparison. Just so you can see the difference, if there even is any. Because last time I did this was probably 3 months ago, maybe a little more. Because I think generally you should do this every 6 months at least. And yeah, mine's cleaner. First time I did it, it was a huge difference because I went years without doing any of this. Let's see if there's any significant difference on, at least on camera, because in person you can tell a lot better. Yeah, it's not, I mean, I guess it looks cleaner here, but you know, it just looks dry, which I think is the point of this, to hydrate the fretboard. A cleaner and conditioner. But you know, in person looks good, and that's what matters. So it's a good idea to get the edges here right where the frets are, because that's really where all the dead skin is accumulating. Okay, so on the guitar itself, you can't really tell that much, but you can see from the cloth that, yeah, I mean, it's hard to see because it's dark blue, but you can see the dirtiness on there. So I'm gonna fold it so I'm not rubbing that back on the fretboard, and apply one more dab of this. Also, this bed where I have my guitar right now, that's where I normally film my videos. That's where normally I put my camera on the tripod, which surprisingly works very well because, you know, it's a bed, so it could easily make the camera fall, but it hasn't happened yet. And I hope to keep it that way. Also, this video is just really, it's just an excuse to practice some editing, or just for fun, because I like editing. So it's an excuse to do that. You know, every now and then. I don't edit my videos a whole lot, my normal videos, but you know, from time to time I do like editing something a little more advanced than just adding images or music. So this is an excuse for that. I also like commentating, just like talking in general. Very nice. Love using this stuff. Gives me more motivation to play my guitar because, you know, it's clean. It's like as if it were new. But anyway, I'm just gonna let it dry there for a bit. Let me just show you a close-up of what it's looking like. Very cool, very clean. Very cool. You know, what I like about the Dario strings is that they'll sort the string so you know which is which based with colors. They use colors. It's not focusing on the camera. You can see this one's green, this one's purple. So that's how you know which string is which. However, Ernie Ball, I think I haven't used these in a while, but I think they just tell you like, hey, this is number 6, and that is not as fun. It's just kind of boring and a little more confusing. This smells funny. Oh, it smells like dog food with metal. Weird. But yeah, look, they just show you the numbers, which, you know, it's fine, I guess. You know, I actually completely forgot about this, but I'm gonna take this as an opportunity to fix my pickup, because every time I restring my guitar, I always have to do this. It just, I don't know why it keeps doing this, but as you can see, it's loosely in there, and that is annoying. And the reason for that, you'll see, I'll probably show it, but normally there should be a spring in there holding the pickup, but it keeps just going out, and it's really annoying. So I'm gonna unscrew all of these, get the pick guard out, and try to put it in place again. Okay, so now we should be able to take off the pick guard easily. Okay. This part is always a little scary because there's wires and stuff, and it's scary. But here we go. Now, okay, let me try to get the other camera because I cannot do this like this. Okay. First of all, you can see how yellow this thing is, because that's how it used to be. But anyway, that's not why I'm recording this. You want to be careful with the wires. But you see the springs, they magnetize to the bottom of the pickup, and it's really annoying because they should be going through that hole inside of the screw. So I'm going to try to get that in right now without messing anything up, which I shouldn't. It's not that hard. I've done it before, but it's annoying. Okay, first of all, let's get the spring. Here it is. Now let's get the screw. So this is how it should be. It should be in there like that, and then you pass it through. Actually, no, wait. You know, at one point, I would like to, I don't know if I would do it with this guitar. I would like to, but I don't know if I would risk it. But I would definitely like to mod it and add my own, like a better pickup that doesn't do this shit. But I don't know, it would just be a fun project to do. I've always wanted to mod guitars, but you know, I don't have the resources or money. And yeah, it would just, I mean, it would sound better and all that. But I don't have a lot of soldering experience either. I do have a soldering iron here, but it's kind of crappy, so I put this a little too high. See, that's the thing. I make it a little lower because I don't like it being too high, because then it's touching the strings. But if it's too low, then it makes it easier for this to come out from time to time. And it's really annoying. I hate having to do this every time I restring my guitar. And I'm gonna take this as a chance to clean under the pick guard here. Oh shit, it got stuck. Alright, whatever. It's fine. So yeah, now we're just gonna slide this part under the neck here. You know, I wish I could do more guitar content like this, but there's not a lot for me to do. I don't know, you know, like there's not much that I'm interested in doing, but I wish there was, you know, like technician stuff. I find that very interesting. I would like to, you know, like I just mentioned, I would like to build my own guitar, do guitar mods, stuff like that. I would find very fun, but like I said, resources. This is not screwing. That's weird. Okay. Let's try the other ones. They should be the same. I don't think they're different. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, that one's tight. But anyway, as you can see, it does wiggle, but it's not, you know, it's not loosely in there. So at least I can have it like that. It is still a little higher than I would like it to be, but what are you gonna do? Oh shit, I dropped the screw. And then we can start getting the strings back on, the new ones. Hopefully they don't feel that much different from the Dario ones. So I already got used to those. So I don't think they're different, like, at all. They feel pretty much the same to me. Yeah, I'm gonna have to remove this bottom plate. Okay, I'm not gonna remove this screw because there's no point in doing that. Anyway, so new strings. Let's start from the E string, which is the 46 gauge one in my case. That one goes right here. Okay. I do not like having my guitar facing downwards like that. It gives me a bit of anxiety, but it will be quick. Okay, so let's pass it through this side and grab it from the other side. Okay, so now I'm gonna make sure this is lined up facing that way, and you pass it like that. Okay, I can't do this with one hand. I gotta move the camera. Okay, so this is how I do it. I know there's like, everyone has their own method, but this is my method that I actually took from a YouTube video that I revisit from time to time. But basically just pull it all the way through, and then I think you just like, you move this. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna have to watch that video again.
To pull it back, because then I can use my first finger to kind of angle the string down as it's winding, which makes it helpful. One note, you don't want to rest your fingernails against the...
Okay, I got it now, I got it. So, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna pull this as far back as I can, and then with these two fingers, I'll pull it back one fret, like that, and with this finger, I'll press it down here so it doesn't slip, and then you just wind it. There you go. It's on there. That's what I do all the time, and it works. So I'm gonna cut this. I know, dude, some people just, they leave all this slack on their guitars. I cannot. It looks messy. It makes me anxious. But what's making you anxious is seeing me use this rusty ass thing on my guitar. But hey, it is what it is. And I also, like, because of this, I can't cut it all the way. There's still a little bit, but I can't reach. So I'm gonna have to deal with that. Okay, it's done now. Ooh, that is shiny. Hold on. Where is that light? Anyway, you saw it. But Yeah, oh, there it is. Ooh, that is shiny, dude. Anyway, it's kind of tuned now. A little bit, you know, I just... New strings, you know. I'll play some JoJo for you. Pretty cool. Bye. End of video.